Yo YouTube, what is going on? Your boy Chicago is back with another video, and today I got something a little bit different for you. I know you guys love the pro analysis videos, and I know you guys love it because you like to learn about what a pro thinks or how to get better yourself. So today I'm going to be trying a little bit something similar where I'm going to be trying to teach you guys how to get better and what you can do in 3 easy ways to improve your game and help you advance to the next rank. So let's get straight into it. My first tip is what you guys see in front of you, free play. Now this is one of the greatest things in Rocket League. A lot of other games don't have this, but this is literally while you're queuing for ranked, while you're just chilling, doing anything, you can just go in free play and hit the ball around. And it's crazy how this little thing, free play, has become so vital in a lot of pros and people's gameplay because there's a lot of different things you can do with it. You can just go around, hit the ball, have fun, right? But there's a lot of ways you can also get better. The first way is, using it as a consistent warm-up to, every 15 minutes before you start queuing for a game, you warm up to try and develop that consistency, develop a schedule, I guess you could say, and, get ready and prepare for your online adventures. But yeah, the other thing that I really want to emphasize is free play is a big spot where you guys can look to improve things. So a lot of you guys are probably trying to look better, are always looking to improve your aerial game, right? So in free play, you don't necessarily have to hit the ball. One thing I always try and suggest to people is try flying from your net to the other team's net while air rolling without touching the ground and land in the other team's net. And if you do this every time, if you just keep practicing this, you air roll different directions, you go up, you go down, and you just constantly are practicing this, you, without even knowing, just doing this innately, like you could be listening to music, watching a show. If you're trying to practice your aerial control, this is going to help you get better, right? It's just, you don't even think about it. You're just building that muscle memory in, learning how to control your car. If you don't know how to air roll, you can slowly, just try and tap your boost all the way there and advance your way up. And this goes for everyone. If you can air roll one way, now start practicing the other way. If you want to add a directional air roll, go ahead and add that, right? So that is the first way I think is a great benefit of free play to get better. And another benefit, obviously, is having the ball. If you guys think your, shooting can get better or your dribbling can get better, you can just go into free play and start practicing. Say I want to practice front flip flicks. Okay, well, let me go get free play, pretend like a defender's on me, get the ball in my hood, and practice a flick, right? There's so many different, you can even practice shooting. You could pass it off the wall, do whatever you want. Like a lot of people like to pass it off the corner, line up the shot and practice your shooting. And you can just do this so many different ways. Like I can just keep doing this, practice my shooting, look for a certain corner, say I want top left. Now that's not great, but I can keep practicing and keep working on it to get better. So there's so many little individual things in free play you can do to get better, as well as it's just, even if you're messing around, just, chilling with buddies or just hanging out solo, you can just do certain things to get better in free play, right? Like whether, like I said, dribbling, flying around, controlling the ball, practicing aerials with the ball. There's so many different things that free play has allowed us to do. And a lot of people have said a lot of their improvement has come from free play. So I think a lot of you guys might not realize that. And you kind of just like, oh, free play is just a side thing before I get into the game. No, free plays can actually help you get better and help you improve certain mechanics you're looking to improve. It's not gonna help you improve everything, right? You're not gonna be able to improve your awareness with teammates, your rotations. Yeah, a lot of things like that, but there's a lot of things you can improve that is just an easy way with this free edition of the game or this free little side game mode, I guess. I don't know what to call it, but yeah, that is my first tip. Free play is your best friend. You wanna make sure to use it. Try and take it seriously maybe before 15 to 20 minutes before you get on the game. Work on some stuff actively. Don't just kind of be lazy and build bad habits. Like if you want to work on your shooting, just pass the ball to yourself, actively think about it. And before you know it, that muscle memory will turn into the games and you will start noticing the difference. So free play is my first tip. Make sure to use it wisely and correctly. We are back for my second tip. And again, this is one you guys probably, if you're around the channel a lot, I like to do this, but looking at your own replays is one of the best ways, if not the best way, to get better in this game. Now, this can go for any rank. You could be in gold and you can be in SSL and 2000 MMR. Always saving replays and looking at what you could do better is going to be one of the fastest ways and easiest ways to get better, because looking back, you're obviously going to be able to notice why did I do that? Why did I rotate that like that? So this is a 2v2 replay I saved, and no one ever really plays the perfect game. So you can literally just sit here, watch your replay, and see what you could have done better, whether it's from your own POV or your teammate's POV, excuse me, because you know you want to try and make the game as easy as possible for your teammate as well as yourself, obviously. So like right here, again, not all the time you're gonna be able to notice something, so you can just keep watching. It's not something you got to be eyes glued to the monitor for, right? You can just be kind of chilling, you know, listening to music, watching a show, talking to friends, whatever you want to do, and you can realize what you could do better. Like right here, this challenge by me was very poor. So what should I have done? Daniel was already in the air way before me. So what could I do to make this play better for my teammate? Because I didn't get the ball or the car, so it's not a successful challenge by me as first man, and it puts my teammate in a tough spot. Luckily, we don't get scored on, but again, it's like realizing, okay, that wasn't the greatest play by me. Now, what should I have done to make it better? And you could even look at your teammate's POV. Now, in all honesty, if we're being real, I think Frosty should never go back for this. He has the boost. He should be the one getting ready to challenge Daniel and not give Daniel this full field of space. But also, like, your teammates are going to screw up too, right? So you can't account for them to be perfect. So what could I have done? Now, Daniel's already up for the ball, and the way he has all this space, I think at this point, there's no reason for me to pre-jump like this, because he's just going to get it around me every time, easy peasy. So instead, I think since I can't meet him in the air where I'd like to, I should just be more patient and wait on the ground and wait till he gets closer to net to force it and not let him get over me for free. So it's just little things like that. Like you can always notice something probably like every 10 seconds. And again, like right here, again, I'm a pro player and I can get better every time I watch my own replay. Like I could have bumped Forky, right? He dodges it. But after this, I have 16 boosts. What am I still doing in the play? You know, Frosty is in a 1v1 with Forky at this moment. There's no reason for me to even be involved in this play. What I should do is go and grab their left corner boost and just steal it and then rotate back into the play and be there for my teammate in case he needs me. But instead, I kind of just sit here and don't really do much with the ball at all. And then I eventually get the boost, but it's too late, and now they still have the possession. Whereas if I go and grab that boost before, that's most likely my possession, and you know, they're Forky's low boost, and we're on offense, right? So there's a lot of little things you can do, and this has only been 30 seconds of the replay. So imagine if you're playing 3v3s, or you're watching a whole replay. There's so many things you can look at to get better in your own replays, and I think this is a literal unanimous tip. Nice shot by Daniel there. This is a unanimous tip by any pro. If you ever go into their stream, they're always going to tell you, look at your own replays. That's what a lot of them did to get better. That's what I did to get better. A lot of your favorite pros did that to get better, especially in threes. Or you can also do this, like again, what am I doing on this challenge? So I try to go for a bump, bad bump attempt, and then I just go for a very lazy 50-50 where I just kind of don't really try to even block Forky's like path. So I just end up hitting into him and we concede from it. And that's completely my fault. So it's just little things like that. It's like you got to notice it, and as well as noticing it, you got to implement it and think about it. So you can't just be like, okay, I messed up there, and then in one ear out the other. Like that's not going to help you. So instead, you got to think about it, realize what you could have done better, and then try and execute it in your next games. Like actively think about it, because you're never going to improve unless you actively think about what you are doing. So whether you want to watch your guys' POV, your teammates' POV, maybe even a player that's better than you run into a lobby, and notice what they're doing, I think it's a great way to get better. And one of the big hacks that a lot of common players don't know about to get better, and I think you guys are really going to find it beneficial. So let me know what you guys think. My third and final tip for you guys is something that Rocket League has already implemented in the game. One of their most underrated features, I'd probably say. This is their custom training packs. Now, as you can see, there's a featured, there's a browse, and you know, there's a favorites of which you can favorite your own. But if you guys want to do the featured one, that is probably best for you guys to start, because like I said, look, they have gold, they have diamond, they plat. They literally have these training packs built for you guys depending on what rank you're in. And if you do these, don't just do them once, right? Do them over and over again. So that way you can build the muscle memory, and it's not just like, okay, I scored it, next. Like, let me move up a tier. So if I'm in plat, I want to do this until I get 11 out of 11 shots multiple times until I can upgrade to the next tier. Because I don't just want to do it once and be like, okay, I'm done with it. I want to be a god at it, you know? And then be like, okay, I own this training pack. Let me move on to the next one. And then you could go into diamond and then do the same thing, etc., right? And then once you guys feel like you want to test yourselves a little bit, you can do these, go into the browse feature where a lot of this is community uploaded, and try anything you want. Like if you guys want to try saves, you can do that. If you want to try aerial play. So it will put you in these modes where it literally has the ball set to a certain launch angle, and you know, in this case, this is saves. And look, there's 46 shots, so there's so many different ways you can practice. And if you do these, you know, actively while focus them, you're gonna build in that great muscle memory, and you know, realize, because again, say it's like, oh, I can't make this play, like what am I doing wrong? You have to actively figure out how to make the play and do it. So it's not like you can just constantly do the same thing, bang your head in a wall and be like, why isn't it working, right? So this training pack kind of sucks. Let's go to a different one. Let's do the double tap playground. This one might not be for all you guys, because I don't know if all of you guys can double tap, but when you improve and you get to these levels, you can start doing these, or even if you want to give yourself a challenge, right? So what I would do is hit the training pack. Okay, this is going for a double tap. Let me, you know, practice it, hit the ball off the backboard, boom. Like, there's so many different times. You can just replay the shot too. You can just constantly keep practicing the same thing. And there's so many different ways you can do it. And there's so many different like attributes. Like, see, I missed. Like, so I should keep doing this training pack until I can basically do this with my eyes closed, right? Because there's so many times you're not going to do everything perfect. It's just the reality. It's the reality of life, anything you do. Nothing is going to be perfect every time. So the best thing to do is try and practice to be perfect, I guess. But obviously perfect's not a reality, but that's the goal, is to try and have like practice this enough to where I don't even have to think about it in my head. The muscle memory just kicks in, and I just know if I receive this ball in a game or this kind of situation, and you know, maybe there's nobody on backboard, this is like I've already done this shot 1,000 times, right? So there's stuff like that. And again, there's so many more shots. Like, this is just a backboard read. If you guys struggle with backboard reads, you can do this. They're like nice and slow, and there's obviously more training packs you can look up where you can speed it up. There's so many different like ways. Like, I literally crossbarred that, but you know, it just proves that you have to, you know, if you actually focus, you should get better. But like me, I'm not focusing. I'm putting in back, like I'm just hitting the crossbar, right? This isn't gonna help me get better. Like, look, I'm just not focusing. And again, there's even these training packs that are literally just ground shots. If you want to practice your shooting, if you think you struggle in the air, but your ground shots can help you improve your rank, there's ground shots like these where they will just toss the ball to you, and you can practice putting it on the net, right? So if you struggle with someone with shooting, you could practice getting it up in the air if you need to. You can practice just putting it on net, right? So there's a lot of different training packs for saves, defense, backboard reads, double taps, shooting, skims, flip resets. There's so many different training packs available, whether it's in the game or on Google, where you can copy the code and put it in, that it's such a benefit that I don't think a lot of players use, and I think you guys will really like it. So let me know if you guys think this helps, and if you guys want more kind of I guess like tips and tricks videos. I don't really know. Let me know in the future, and because this was kind of fun and interesting to make. It was different, but I appreciate it. I hope you guys leave a like and subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a comment down below, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.